you're obviously great win anytime you can get a win in league play. It's they're hard to get, so we're very appreciative, obviously, of the opportunity to compete and to win. Having said that, I thought the first half, I thought our defense was putrid. I thought the second half, our defense was really good. I thought we fed off of that. I thought, and it was a tough call because Dawson was playing so well. But that group of six, Caleb, Shema, Ali, Nate, Greg, and Reek really got in a rhythm when we decided to go small because Ali's really a guard. And we went 4-guard lineup, and that group got in a rhythm, and I thought played well at both ends of the floor. But to me, obviously Freeman does what Freeman does. But aside from that, I thought what stood out to me was the play of Scott, who had double figures, 4 assists, 0 turns. Thornton, who ran our team, 5 assists, 1 turnover, and had some real key, I thought, defensive contributions, both he and Scott. And then Greg Tribble was unbelievable offensively. 7 for 8 from the field, makes 2 threes again in back-to-back games. I thought those 3 guys, when you get scoring like that from Tribble and Dawson makes 3 threes, 3 out of 5, and Scott gets double figures, and you're not even talking about Ali and Freeman yet, then you're going to have a pretty good night on offense. I thought if we'd have made free throws, quite frankly, and made some threes in the first half that were good looks, I felt like we could have scored close to 100 or just under it. But, give our guys credit for stepping up down 14 and making the comeback. But I didn't think we were very good in the first half defensively. Our effort wasn't good enough. I thought they were tougher. Thought they played harder in the first half defensively than we did. Played with more force. Our guys have got to I've been trying to tell them, you got to get used to it's a little different situation for all of them. Although old, although experienced, it's the first time they've ever been picked to win the league. So they got to understand the emotion, energy, physicality. We're going to get people's best shot. And they got to embrace that. I thought tonight, the first half, we didn't. Second half, we did.
Coach, during that, you're down 51-43 going a 21-1 run. They didn't score. They didn't make a field goal for like 9 minutes. So while the defense was putrid in the first half, what did you see during that spurt there where you got?
A combination, honestly, of us playing it better, harder. That group got in a little bit of a groove, went smaller. I thought that helped Michael. And then sometimes people don't want to hear this, but they just missed some shots too. First half, they were 60-some% from the field. So even the ones I thought we did guard in the first half, they were making a lot of them. Give them credit. I think they were 5 for maybe 11 from 3 at halftime and shooting like 75% on 2-point field goals. They were unreal in the first half. We had no answer. And second half, I thought we were a little better.
What do you think of Michael and Sammy, getting into it tonight where they're making shots, where they...
Yeah. No, I thought Michael was one of it. He's played well now 2 games in a row. I know the last game he didn't. It was interesting. We win the game, and I made the point after the game on the radio that the 2 guys celebrating the loudest were Hunter and Dawson, and neither one of them scored. It shows you the type of team we have. They care about winning and each other, and they were excited for other guys. Tonight it was good to see him make shots. Michael obviously is a better shot maker than what he shot here recently. It's just a matter of time. So to see him go 3 for 5, I thought he was a big reason, Michael, that we were able to close it from 14-5 at halftime. I'm walking into halftime saying, man, I can't believe it's a 5-point game because I felt like we should be down by more. I thought Dawson's physicality, his aggressiveness, his energy that he brought to the game and his shot making in the first half allowed us to close that gap.
What did you see offensively from Bowling Green in the first half? What adjustments were you able to make offensively in the second half that you were able to shut down?
Defensively, yeah. Not a whole lot, to be honest with you. The coverages and different things that we did in the first half, for the most part, we did them again in the second half. I just thought we did them better. We did them with more effort. We did them with more physicality and toughness. And BG missed some shots. I think it was a combination of all 3 of those things.
Hey, Coach, can we just talk about your reactions to the high amount of fouls by both teams tonight?
No, I probably shouldn't.
All right. Well then, second question. We've been seeing a lot more different lineups, especially with these last few MAC games. Like you mentioned, getting Scott and Caleb some more minutes. But Enrique had some lesser minutes tonight. Was that strictly just based off his
Foul trouble, yeah. I almost put him back. My plan was to put him back in the game with 2 fouls with 4 minutes to go until halftime. But if you remember, the gap kept shrinking. And so once it got to where it was about a 3-possession game, I looked up and it's like 3-something. Do I want to risk putting him in? You know, it's a 7-point game. We've taken it from 14 to 7. Maybe if they get it to 10, 12, but it kept going down. It got to 5. And so I went ahead and made the decision to – I'm not a guy that believes in sitting guys with 2 fouls. I'm not in – in fact, I did a statistical research on this. I want to say it was like maybe 10%, right around there, of guys with 2 fouls in the first half that ultimately end up fouling out. So I'm not interested in being the reason our best player's sitting. Like, that makes no sense. Now, if they get a third, okay. First foul, I'll take them out. But, I probably, if we wouldn't have closed that gap a little bit better, like we did at the end of the first half, I probably would have played him even the last 4 minutes there.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, guys. Go Zips.